All right, the next skill we're gonna go over, or the next dive, is the forward dive straight with the half twist, 5111A. Again, any of these dives, you can search for the numbers on YouTube and find some videos of people doing them to help get that in your mind of how it looks and just to see some other people doing it, which might build your confidence when you see somebody else that's less prepared, maybe less in shape. They don't seem as coordinated as you, yet they're somehow doing this dive cleaner than you know how to do it. So that's why I really like going over that. But some things that we like to go over for the forward dive half twist straight is ultimately we like to put the mat over the edge of the pool, and I don't want to do it here, but ultimately you put your shoulders over the edge. And for the forward dive half twist, we like to lay on the edge, and you can kind of bring your arm through the water. It's kind of hard here because there's a floor. But you ultimately bring your arm through the water, your arms come across, and then just making sure that you're always looking for the floor or looking for the water and reaching for it. Okay, a common mistake is kids will roll over and they'll get to here and then they'll go like this. But ultimately, if you're here, you're gonna flop. So doing this drill on the side of the pool gives kids a great opportunity to remember, and for you as a coach, if you're a coach, to remind them to keep your eyes on the water as you roll over, really stretch out the neck and extend the body, get the hips up, reach for that water so you could enter through smoothly and never flop. As long as you're reaching for the water and you touch either your hands or your feet, you're not gonna have close to as much pain as if you didn't. There could actually likely be no pain involved. So again, those are some of the skills we like to remember. Ultimately, breaking this dive down into the takeoff. So as you walk up the board, a couple things you could practice is, again, all the other skills that we went over, from the arms coming out, arms reaching up, all that stuff is gonna ultimately help this dive. And this dive is really just about practicing it. It's one of those dives you really gotta get in. And it ultimately teaches you how to get a little bit of rotation, to see where you're going, teaches you kind of a little bit about twisting, because as you get into the flips, it does get a little bit more advanced. So one thing I like to remember is just to always keep your eyes on the water. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the water. So remind yourself, I'm gonna jump up, and as I twist, I'm gonna keep my eyes on the water. So to simplify that, take off, eyes on the water. Take off, eyes on the water. Take off, eyes on the water, maybe drop an arm. And then as you walk up, obviously get the take off, see the water, and turn, reach for it. Always keep your eyes on the water, see where you're going, be in control. And with that, I wish you great success with the forward dive half twist straight. I hope that this drill helps you. You can practice on the floor. I recommend doing at least 30 on the floor, where you practice rolling over, stretching out, making sure you're reaching for the water before you try it if you haven't tried it already. And if this is the dive that you already know how to do, ultimately practicing the other skills that I go over on these videos, on this set of videos, is going to ultimately give you all the skills you need to put this dive together properly.